Weather cooperated with us today, so it was good to get in a second practice. Thought we did some decent things last night, but today we're able to go through a full practice. Great individual work. We have a long ways to go, but offensively, of course, I know most of you want to talk about Jameis. I thought he had a good first day. Didn't ask for a whole lot more from a rookie. His first true practice outside. Thought the receivers caught the ball well, and we did some good things on the offensive side. Same thing with the defense. Made some plays. Guys were flying around with energy, which you would like. Great crowd. We appreciate that. The support we've gotten. Something to get our fans excited early on. So it was a decent day to get it all started. All taking place.
Lovie, Brian Glazer said today that the team is already drawing up plans for an indoor facility for practice. I'll bet you're glad to hear that after yesterday.
We've had great facilities. Of course, we're in a great facility right now. Our owner's always trying to make it easy for us to improve our ball club. So do that was the case. And in time we'll get it. In the meantime, though, we're just kind of happy where we are.
Well, how important will that be down the road? It's got to be an aid, I would think, in some way at least.
Yeah, true. I mean, the weather won't affect us at all then once we get our indoor facility. So of course that'll be big once we do get it.
Are you involved in any way in the? Have they come to you and said, "Hey, what do you need in this?"
I coach our football team. I'm not involved in any of those. I trust our ownership group to take care of that, and they trust me with our football team.
Lovie, I know you're waiting for this team to get into pads. When's that happen?
A couple days. Today is what? Sunday?
Sunday.
Once you get going with training camp, a couple of days we have to be in shorts, and then we get in pads.
Maybe tomorrow.
One more day, and then we'll go. We're always anxious to get in pads, but in time you do get in. You need to go through this routine a little bit to kind of gradually work ourselves into that. Guys have wanted to hit for a long time. We wanted to see our players for a long time. That'll come up, before.
Lovie, Purvis was perfect getting out, but Kenny Bell seemed to have a lot of balls coming his way. Caught a lot of these days. It's just what he's shown already.
Productive in college. We brought Kenny here because some of that production, the speed. You're able to see some of it on some of the passes that he caught. Kenny can also do some things in the kicking game, whether it be returning punch, a gunner on our special team. So, and like we talked a little bit about Jameis, it's really his first true practice, and he showed up. We always talk to our players about doing something to be noticed, and we noticed Kenny did that.
Lovie, what did you see from Doug Martin last season, and what can he do to become the back he was again in 2012?
I don't know about 2012. And last year, none of us performed the way we needed to. I just know that Doug has been great through the all-season program. It seems like he's running hard out there right now. No complaints. Again, he, like the rest of us, plan on performing a lot better this year, and he'll get an opportunity.
How key might he be to an offense, a good run, elite running back type?
Definitely is key for us. We talked about being able to establish the run. Of course, Doug will be the lead guy doing that. So it's very important. You open up some holes and let him do his thing.
Lovie, anything serious keeping Chris Conti off the field today?
Should have going over the injuries a little bit. I think Conti is the only one. Nicked his hamstring a little bit. Shouldn't be anything major, but we'll hold it on for it.
Speaking of hamstrings, Mike Jenkins missed most of camp last year with a hamstring injury. Can you just talk about some of the things that you're seeing from him this year? I know he even mentioned that he had some quad weakness that he discovered after that.
Yeah, we're just trying. Guys always deal with different things. Of course, Mike dealt with a few injuries last year, but we're just trying to get Mike back to Pro Bowl form. Mike has been a Pro Bowl player. He has excellent quickness, changes direction. He's a tough football player. He'll tackle. We got a lot from our cornerbacks, and we're just excited to get Mike back on the football field. We thought he was really making progress last year. But, all season, we saw improvement, and he's getting off to a good start.
Coach, you brought in Daquan late last week.
I'm sorry?
You brought in Daquan Bowers.
Yes.
Brought back Daquan Bowers. Have you seen a change in him? Have you noticed a change?
Well, yeah, again, it's early, and once we get the pads on, we'll be really watching then. But I know once you have something and it's taken away from you, and you get another opportunity, normally you see the best of someone. And I like Daquan when he was, here, in the past. He had a couple games where he really showed up, giving him an opportunity. We're playing him, kind of locking him in position-wise a little bit, of playing him more inside, which we think will suit his talents a little bit more. So, again, anxious to see him take the steps too.
Well, you got no one on the bench, Russian passer that's really done it for a full season, in a way that you could say has established himself as that guy.
Yes.
I know last year Jack didn't come in until really the start of the season, so you feel like you have the guys that can get that done, or might it be another situation? I know you always look for players, but what is it about these guys that you think can take that step?
Well, we are always looking for players, but we like the group we have right now. You mentioned Jack. We didn't know a lot about him. Of course, we picked him up late, but we're looking for speed, rushes, guys that can play on the edge, whether it be Jack. Larry English did some good things last year. Brought back George Johnson, of course. He's made plays. And TJ Fatinik, when he got an opportunity last year. Lawrence Sid there, we have here too. So we have some guys that we would like to see exactly what they can do. They have trades that we look for. And we think we're going to be okay at the position, but we never stop looking for players.
Coach, with that said, if the ends maybe don't get that kind of that goal.
We think they are going to do it.
Okay.
But keep.
Just in case, yes. Can this defense work with the pressure up the middle? I know you brought Melton in to help rush the passer, and of course expecting big things from Gerald, but can this defense get the job done if the majority or more of the pressure comes from the inside versus the edge, or do you need both of them to work hand in hand?
We need both of them. Just talking about our inside guys. We do have players that have played at a high level inside. Of course, we love what Clint McDonald brings to the table. We just talked a little bit about Daquan. Henry Melton. I've seen Henry play at a Pro Bowl level. And of course, the face of our franchise in Gerald. We feel very good about what we're going to get, push-wise, playing around everything with it. But that should still help the guys on the outside also. No matter what, inside, outside, we need to be able to get pressure with those four guys, and we think we'll be able to.
Can you talk about what the competition looks like right now, right guard, and how maybe it's changed over time in the last few days?
Hadn't changed. It's the same as when we start our all-season program. Same guys, we drafted Allie to come in and compete. Dean Edwards was there, didn't get an opportunity to do an awful lot last year. Of course, we have Logan, we have Garrett Gilkey, we have different guys looking in. But we have a group of players we like to see. And again, lineman-wise, it didn't do